Can a person choose how they die when life becomes unbearable? Euthanasia is one of the most sensitive and debated issues in modern society, where law, morality, and human compassion intersect. Today, we explore what Indian law say about passive euthanasia and the right to die with dignity. Euthanasia raises a profound question. Does a person have a right to choose a dignified end to suffering? For some, it is an act of mercy. For others, it challenges the sanctity of life. As its core, euthanasia forces us to reflect on dignity, autonomy, and humanity in the face of pain and death. In India, euthanasia is classified based on consent and method. These classifications became clearer after landmark judgments like the Aruna Shanbhag case and Common Causes versus Union of India. Based on concept, first, voluntary euthanasia is when a patient gives clear and informed consent. For example, a terminally ill patient may request withdrawal of life support. For non-voluntary euthanasia happens when the patient is unable to decide, such as in a coma or vegetative state. Here, the decision is taken by family members or legal authorities. Involuntary euthanasia is done against the patient's will. This is legal in India and is treated as a serious and criminal offense. Now, based on method, active euthanasia involves directly causing death, such as through a lethal injection. This remains illegal in India and is punishable under criminal law. Passive euthanasia, on the other hand, involves withdrawing or withholding life sustaining treatment. For example, removing a ventilator or stop medication. This form is legally permitted in India, but only under strict guidelines. Legal balance. The Indian legal system carefully balances compassion with caution. While active euthanasia is strictly prohibited, passive euthanasia is allowed under strict judicial oversights. Constitutional basis. The legality of passive euthanasia is closely linked to Article 21 of Indian Constitution. Article 21 guarantees the right to life and personal liberty. Over time, the Supreme Court has interpreted this to include not just the right to live, but the right to live with dignity, and in certain cases, to die with dignity. In Aruna Shanbhag case in 2011 was a turning point. For the first time, the Supreme Court recognized passive euthanasia in India. It allow withdrawal of life support under strict High Court supervision and clearly distinguish between active and passive euthanasia. Common cause case in 2018 versus Union of India gave constitutional recognition to passive euthanasia. The court held that the right to die with dignity is a part of Article 21. It also legalized the concept of living will, allowing individuals to decide their medical treatments in advance. Now, what is allowed? Withdrawal or withholding of life sustaining treatment, execution of living will, and decisions made through medical boards with family consent. But what is not allowed? Active euthanasia remains illegal. Any deliberate act to cause death is punishable under criminal law. Key principles is simple. The law does not permit killing, but it also allows a person to refuse artificial prolongation of life. Its focus remains on dignity, autonomy, and compassionate end of life care. In Harish Rana case in 2006, the Supreme Court applied this principle in real life. A man in a permanent vegetative state for over 12 years was allowed withdrawal of life-sustaining treatment. The court reaffirmed that passive euthanasia is a part of the right to die with dignity under Article 21. The case strengthened the legal and humanitarian understanding of dignified death in India. In conclusion, the Supreme Court of India has firmly established that Article 21 includes not just the right to live but the right to die with dignity. Through landmark judgments like Aruna Shanbhag case, Common Cause, and Harish Rana, passive euthanasia has been legally recognized. It allows individuals a dignified end to prolonged suffering while still preserving the sanctity and value of human life. What are your thoughts on euthanasia? Is it a right or a moral dilemma? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legal insights.